start calling bare bones broadcasting. You go, good luck. This is it. State of the broadcasting business today. All over the planet. Not broadcasting much. Bare bones. I consider myself, especially for satiric reasons, the king of the Jews. I'm Jewish. My genetics are ancient, and I recall and reminisce long before Jew. Many lifetimes bred to adornment, long before Jew. Long before Egypt. Bred to adornment, long before Egypt. Long before any flag and border, bred to adornment. I remember it. I reminisce it. Now then, I'm casting a proclamation that I think is part of the prophecy of this Bible. I'm here to call my people Israel. It's not a nation. It's a mindset. And it's Jewish, and it's a mindset, and it doesn't have property. It lives everywhere, all across the globe. I'm here to call my people. There's more of you across this planet, and in more genetics than you're aware. And when you hear me, you will know my voice, and I'm here to call my people. Want a bet? This has gone on. Not long enough. It's gone on, let's say, and the next sequence is for it to not go on. Now, it takes a while for that to happen. It's kind of like all lessons learned, and this is places there's nothing but lessons, and that's a lesson learned. Wrong. That's what you learn there. It's time for the Jewish people all across this globe to tell Israel, get out. You're not going to expand anymore, that's for sure. If anything, Jewish is nothing more than an embassy. All these sacreds are embassies there. You're not property, and you don't have any rights, and you don't posture yourself, and you certainly don't sacred. You're an embassy for an outdated idea. Because when I look at your history, that ain't you. So you're an outdated idea. That's not that piece of property. This is the piece of property. This is the piece of property. Curiosity is the piece of property. It's a mindset that goes everywhere in all life forms and all metamorphoses. Israel. That's Israel. Now I'm calling my people all over this planet to tell Israel, get out. Now it's going to take generations to get out. Only the mindset is get out. All sacred, get out. You're not the only one going to get out of there. All sacred out. Out. I call you out. The only reigning living monarch. Want a bet? King of that mindset. Out. Now I'm calling you. And I'm calling my people to cast that aspersion all over the globe. You are lovely. You cause more lovely effect everywhere. And you're everywhere. And you're in more people than they know. Tell them get out. All mindset. All Sabbath worshipers. Tell them get out. All worshipers of lovely, mutual, kindness, nice things. Tell them get out. Let's see if Iran gets them. When their mindset is, I'm sorry and I'm leaving, and Iran ain't after them. Nobody is. Everyone understands the history, the mistakes of history. We're all caught up in it. We're all in a dilemma of it. All this UN crap is nothing but hogwash. And you're a UN project. Israel is a UN project. Garbage. No. Time to shut it down. And eventually, guess what? UN down. The Euro, what's another word? NATO, out. All of it. All the crap, the hypocrisy of Europe, done. All your effect, done. I'm calling you out. Right now. Monarch, calling you out. You're going to do exactly opposite what you've been doing. Call my people to command it, demand it, live it, soft it, passive it, make it happen. The Jewish way, lovely, boom. Norman Woodstock Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting. Skeleton Nation. Just a typical talk show host, running some satire, generating calls. That's all. Causing a lovely effect. How you doing today? That's my job. That's what the Lord says. You're so insignificant and typical. You're the idiot. You're the banjo player in deliverance, boy. I have a mark. I'm marked. I have a burst effect. I'm marked. It's a leash. I'll hate my maker forever. Disappointment to lovely. How dare you do that? My hate to my maker is disappointment to lovely. How dare you do that? A leash. I don't blame myself for anything going on with me. That's a fact. I got nailed first. How could I? I've been errant from the beginning. Defective. You think there's a defective flaw in genetics everywhere now that they can call sin and they need a sacrifice for it? I don't see that. Even my defective flaw is not worthy of anything lovely's sacrifice. If this man walked up to me and said, I'm going to give my life for you today, I'd say, no, you ain't. You're going to live your life for me today. Thank you. How do you do? I'm sure that's what he'd say. I'll live my life rather than give it. Giving ain't going to do you any good. You need me around, boy. Yes, sir, I do. I'll live it for you. Thank you. As an example, he did. So they just ran him out and Pilate rescued him. Guy like snatched him from a crowd. They were buddies, though, a long time before that. I'm sure of that. Knowing this guy from what I picture of him from the report now in the gospel. When they take the report in the gospel literally. Him and Pilate were pals. So, keeping all this well in mind, reminding you, bare bones broadcast, I'm calling my people Israel. Long before all of it. I'm calling human genetics, before any of these names, before any of these flags and borders. I'm calling all humans. Tell them, get out. Wrong. It's jading the name of God. It's jading the name of Israel. It's jading the whole idea, the whole project. Bunk. Got nothing to do with it. You're in bunk. Tell them, get out. I shall return. Iran ain't going to hurt them. Why do Iran want to? Does Iran want to hurt Israel? It's serious. Iran wants to make Iran happy. That's what Iran wants to do. Like everybody else. Don't want to hurt nobody. Get out of the way. Quit calling them names. Quit puffing around, oh, you're scaring me. Ah, shut up. Who the hell are you to be scared? Don't you scare everybody? Huh? Come on. Let's break down. Talk show host. Skeleton Nation.